Well, I like the whole fact that they went with the point streak system. So, people that go for objectives, it'll actually encourage them to actually like play up, objective game types instead of just playing it like TDM.
Recon standing by.
We requested that
Advanced
we look at the
UAV.
recon drone, so
Recon
you see the little red triangles right
drone.
there. You get to target each one, just like the drone in Homefront, it seems like. Yes, that should have been in the game from day one. Instead of just kill streaks, it should have, added every time you got a capture. So it's good they're finally adding that. So let me go ahead and pull these up on this website. So let's look at the assault strike package first. And the first thing I noticed when I was looking through this is that there's no chopper gunner, which I think is huge. That was by far in my opinion, the best and most overpowered kill streak in both Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops. So it is good that they have removed that from the game.
Definitely agree with that.
So you got the UAV, the care package, the IMS, which is now just a new explosive type thing. Looks like similar to a claymore that just gets triggered. Then you got a predator missile, which I hate. I hate just dying randomly. Sentry gun, precision airstrike, attack helicopter, strafe run, which is several helicopters sweeping in, and it's kind of like an airstrike, I guess, with bullets. Little big guard. It flies in and it's a helicopter that actually stays over you and kind of guards you. So I guess that's what you want to use if you're going for high kill streaks and you want your helicopter to steal all your kills. You got a Reaper, which take control of the Reaper UAV and pound enemy infantry with a barrage of rockets. So I don't know if we've actually seen video of that, but that might be interesting. You have an assault drone, which I guess would be similar to the Homefront, where you can just walk around with a drone.
Yeah, that's what it looks like in all the trailers.
Yeah. And then you got the AC-130, which is returning. The Pavlo, which is it actually moved up in kills. Before the AC-130 was 11, I think, in Black Ops, or in Modern Warfare 2. I don't even remember. I
For
just know
what, the Pavlo?
I just know that Pavlo was like 2 or 3
I think it was
below the
9.
AC-130. Yeah, the AC-130 was 11, right? And the Pavlo was 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so my memory's working today. And then you got Juggernaut, which there's actually a different Juggernaut down here for support. This one equips you with an LMG, and you walk real slow, and you're very resistant to damage, and you could just obliterate everything. And then an Osprey Gunner, which it's sort of like emergency airdrop, but it defends the care packages that it drops. So, like I said before, the first thing I noticed when looking through this is there's no chopper gunner, and it's not just that. These kill streaks don't seem as powerful as they have been in the past. I mean, you still have the Predator missile at 5, so once you get 5 kills, you're guaranteed to have at least 6.
Those things always find me, man.
Yeah, yep, they always find me too. And then usual care package and UAV. I kind of wish they had kept the UAV for support, because now you're letting the players that want to play for themselves get a UAV. I think if you're gonna force someone to play for the team, that's the only way you can get a UAV. If you force them to play for the entire team.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I guess we have to see how some of these work. I know the Juggernaut, and I mean a lot of these are brand new, but the only powerful one that's returning is the AC-130, and that was never that great compared to the Chopper Gunner, so I don't think they'll be too bad compared to the last couple of games.
And you gotta keep in mind with assault, once you die, it resets.
And later game choose. So we're losing a loyal viewer here. We are going from, I typed in the command, it takes a while for it to pop up sometimes. I'm gonna see how many viewers I have. Okay, we went from 3 viewers to 2, or from 4 viewers to 3. I don't know if he's left yet. So here, let me go ahead and just yeah, that's terrible. While I'm on that topic, I'm gonna go ahead and this one, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and change this to Black Ops, just to get people that may be watching Black Ops games right now. I doubt anyone's actually gonna switch to this, but we'll see. Alright, back to the chat, back to the kill streaks.
I think the kill streaks look pretty balanced for assault. Like you said, there's no chopper gunner, but the whole UAV thing kind of is disappointing.
I hesitate to use the word balance, but yeah, they're a lot. They seem a lot better.
They seem more fair.
We'll get into that word balance in a minute, but yeah, they seem a lot. They seem a lot better, and also that you get more choices now, and whether you want to do assault. Because one of the problems I had with the other games is that if I didn't pick, chopper gunner, Blackbird, just all these upper kill streaks that were just so good that I was kind of like just punishing myself because, as good as I do without those kill streaks, if I activate them, I do so much better. And I just have no other options except to sit and play with my laptop. But now I do have different options with support and specialists. So let's go ahead and look through support real quick. I got UAV, which is the same as it is in the assault, but you notice that it actually requires one more kill, and that is because with the support package, your kill streak does not reset when you die. So you actually play, and as soon as you reach your maximum kill streak, it resets and you start over again. So you just cycle through the same 3 over and over and over again.
Well, I thought it was based on points now, not so much kills.
Oh yeah, I say kills, and this thing is lists kills, but it's actually based on points, and that
because if you get a
kill
assist with that
yeah.
one perk, or if you capture objectives, and you still get points. So it's not all based on kills.
Yeah, it's based on points. I say kills just because I'm so used to doing that. So
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure I'll
But we need
continue
to
to
get
do
in the
that.
habit of points, because it's a whole different element.
It is a whole different element now. So for those of us that like to go and hop on flags, we'll still be benefited. So you got UAV, counter UAV, ballistic vests, which seems to be similar to the Juggernaut perk. And again, it says these words increased and damage resistance, which that really means nothing until you know by how much. So we just have to wait and see for that. That could be, terribly overpowered and breaking the game, or it could just do nothing. So again, we just have to wait and see. I like this airdrop trap, that is. If I end up using support, this is probably going to be one of the kill streaks I use. Because I don't like care packages. I don't like having to retrieve something, but I do like the idea of just killing people.
So what is that one again? It's where it's like booby trapped and they just
it drops
blows up on them?
drops a rigged care package that explodes once the enemy tries to reach its contents.
That'd be funny to watch.
Yeah, it's similar to the hacker perk in Black Ops. If you had that pro, you were able to booby trap one. Specialist, I'm going to address specialist in a second, but it's basically just gives you perks. So you got the SAM turret, and it just shoots down enemy air support, which has always been a really good perk a really good kill streak to use if you want to help your team out. It'll probably get you a lot of points too. It has in the past. And then the recon drone, which is what I showed in the video. I have it paused right here.
Sentry. Advanced UAV.
Here's the recon drone. You go and mark enemies just like Homefront, if you ever played that game. And let me find it. And we got advanced UAV, which it seems to be like the Blackbird, except maybe it doesn't show it constantly, like it kind of flashes. Because it says for a brief period of time, that could mean it doesn't last very long, or each, it beeps, just like UAV, so.
Does a sweep.
Yeah, it does a sweep. So the Blackbird was, by far, I think, the most overpowered kill streak in Black Ops, along with the chopper gunner. Because once you got a blackbird, you were pretty much guaranteed to get another one as long as you made yourself get killed. Because you basically just saw through walls and everything, and it was just great. So I mean, if they make it sweep just like UAV, then it could tone down the blackbird. And if not, I'm not going to complain too much because I'll just use it. This is one of the kill streaks that I don't mind just using, as opposed to, like the chopper gunner, which I don't like playing with a laptop. I like running around and shooting people. This still allows me to do that. And then you got a remote turret, which this is something you can actually enter and shoot yourself. So I think this might be a little over the top at some points in the game. If you want to defend an objective, you can just sit there in a turret. And I don't know if you actually have to be near the turret or if you can. It says remote turret, so probably not. You can go hide in a corner and use your turret to defend a flag, and then once that turret gets taken out, you can pop out and kill them yourself.
Yeah, but the enemies, I doubt it, but they could be smart enough to throw an EMP at that turret.
Yeah, and that's
another thing to consider.
Well, yeah, that's another thing. Like before, we said the EMP is probably going to be useless, but if this remote turret turns out to be a really, really good kill streak, then the EMP may actually be useful. So,
right.
Again, that's why we're still speculating.
The game ain't out, so all we can do is speculate.
Until the game comes out, and then we can complain. All right, so we got the stealth bomber, which is 14 points, and it's you've seen that in the other games. And an EMP, which disables enemy electronics, that knocks out radar and knocks out your red dot sight and your HUD. I think it knocks out your HUD, right? Yeah. I don't know. I haven't played Modern Warfare 2 in a while. Or haven't been EMP'd in it in a while. Juggernaut Recon. So this is a different Juggernaut and from the Assault. This one you just get a handgun and a riot shield. And again, it takes you forever to die, and you move real slow, but instead of getting an LMG, you just get a USP handgun and a riot shield. And then, lastly, you get the Escort Airdrop, which is an AI-controlled version of the Osprey Gunner killstreak. It drops care packages and also defends them. And I think I might have misspoke earlier, because it says this is an AI-controlled version of the Osprey Gunner. And that means the Osprey Gunner means that you can actually be the gunner. I actually didn't read that. So this might be the chopper gunner that I was so thankful that wasn't in the game. So there may actually be, just an amazing kill streak that dominates everyone. So we'll have to see how good that is when the game comes out. Y'all didn't even catch me on that. I could have gotten away with it. So,
almost did.
So yeah, see, they bumped it up compared to the other kill streaks. Like before, it was, right on level with the AC-130, and now it's, an extra 5 points. So at least they recognize it's really good. Which again, it does include care packages now. So we'll have to see how that goes. I do like the idea that you can drop care packages to your teammates while you're in a chopper, so that means that there's no chance of you getting those care packages. So that is solely for the team player, as far as the care package drop. And then on Specialist, you get a perk every 2 kills, up until 8 kills in a row, at which point you get all 15 perks. So I'm kind of hesitant to say, how good or bad this is going to be, because it really depends on how useful some of these...
Depends on the player, really.
It depends on the player, and it depends on the perks. Because, out of all these perks, there's some I'd like to have, but, it's not like you're going to be invincible after you have them all. You're still going to be able to get shot in the back just the same. With Blast Shield, you'll never get killed by an explosive. With Quick Draw, you should never lose a gunfight.
Never played with all perks before, so it could be pretty interesting.
Yeah, it could be. Especially, like I'm saying, with all of these perks that you can't die by an explosive, you can't lose a gunfight. I actually highlighted them in the wrong order. You have all the ammo you want. You can run fast. You can't get killed by air support. And you reload fast, and you can point everyone out in radar. It might be very, very cool to play like that.
Dead silence and sit rep.
Yeah, dead silence and sit rep would be great. Because the biggest problem with sit rep, if you're trying to use it to hear people, is that you actually hear yourself. So you have to stand still. But with that silence, you'll be able to run around. So I think that might actually be what I'm going to use. Maybe not when the game first comes